Hello everyone. I hope everyone doing good and being safe. For this semester, I am handling Thermal and Fluid Engineering course for you all. The term thermodynamics and fluid mechanics are having the common name that is mechanics. So now let's we discuss about what is mechanics. Mechanics is the oldest physical science that deals with both stationary and moving bodies under the influence of forces. The branch of mechanics that deals with bodies at rest is called statics, while the branch that deals with bodies in motion is called as dynamics. Course code for this subject is 18MT302. From this lecture, you will be learn about what is thermodynamics and definition of fluid mechanics and their application areas. Thermodynamics can be defined as the science of energy. Although everybody has a feeling of what energy is, it is difficult to give a precise answer or definition for it. Energy can be viewed as the ability to cause changes. The name thermodynamics stems from the Greek words thermo and dynamis. Thermo means heat or thermal. Dynamis means motion or called as power, which is the most descriptive of the yearly efforts to convert heat into motion or power. Today, the same name is broadly interpreted to include all aspects of energy and energy transformations, including power generation, refrigeration, and relationships among the properties of matter. All activities in nature involve some interaction between energy and matter. Thus, it is hard to imagine an area that does not relate to thermodynamics in some matter. Therefore, developing a good understanding of basic principles of thermodynamics has long been an essential part of engineering education. From this figure, we could see that the planet absorbs the heat from the sun. If the planet exceeds the temperature limit, it will blast, or we can say it will create motion. So, thermodynamics is commonly encountered in many engineering systems and also other aspects of life. And one does not need to go very far to see some areas of it. In fact, one does not need to go anywhere. I have one picture. Here we have our class student snap. Group of students sat on the slab. Now take few moments of time and think about where the thermodynamics are encountering. I hope everyone think about it. We may feel heat on our skin from the sun source, or we may feel heat at our backside while sitting on the slab for the long duration. What should we do? So suddenly we will move from one place to another place to avoid the heat. So because of heat energy, we will move from one place to another place. That we can say it as motion or power. So thermodynamics is nothing but efforts to convert heat into power. Now take an example of our heart. Our heart is constantly pumping blood to all parts of the human body. At the time, various energy conversions occur in trillions of body cells, and the body heat generated is constantly rejected to the environment. The human comfort is closely tied to the rate of this metabolic heat rejection. We try to control this heat transfer rate by adjusting our clothing to the environmental conditions. Other applications of thermodynamics are right where one lives. An ordinary house is in some aspects or in some respects an exhibition hall filled with wonders of thermodynamics. Many ordinary household apparatus and appliances are designed in whole or in part by using the principles of thermodynamics. Some examples include the electric or gas range, the heating and air conditioning systems, the refrigerator, the humidifier, the pressure cooker, the water heater, the shower, the iron, and even the computer and the TV. Some other application areas are solar collector, boats, the aircraft and spacecraft, in power plant, in cars, wind turbine, food processing industries, and piping network in an industry. Next is fluid mechanics. Fluid mechanics is defined as the science that deals with behavior of fluids at rest as well as in motion condition, and the interaction of fluids with solids or other fluids at the boundaries. Fluid mechanics is also referred to the fluid dynamics by considering fluids at rest as a special case of motion with zero velocity. Now, what is fluid? You will recall from physics that a substance exists in three primary phases: solid, liquid, and gas. At very high temperature, it also exists as plasma. A substance in the liquid or gas phase is referred to as a fluid. Distinction between a solid and a fluid is made on the basis of the substance's ability to resist an applied force that is called shear force that tends to change its shape. A solid can resist an applied shear stress by deforming, whereas fluid deforms continuously under the influence of a shear stress, no matter how small. In solids, stresses is proportional to strain, but in fluids, stress is proportional to strain rate. When a constant shear force is applied, a solid eventually stops deforming at some fixed strain angle, whereas a fluid never stops deforming and approaches a constant rate of strain. There are many application areas of fluid mechanics are available. Here I listed few: artificial heart, boat, in aircraft and spacecraft, power plants, cars, wind turbine, piping and plumbing system, as well as fluid mechanics we used in real-time life. I mean in everyday life. While applying makeup, fluid mechanics is there. Using lotion, washing dishes, flags, making coffee, and blood pressure measurement. We can also see numerous applications of fluid mechanics in automobile. All components associated with the transportation of fuel from the fuel tank to the cylinders. The fuel line, fuel pump, and fuel injectors are carburetors, as well as mixing of the fuel and the air in the cylinders and purging of combustion gases in exhaust pipes are analyzed using fluid mechanics. Fluid mechanics is also used in the design of heating and air conditioning system, the hydraulic brakes, the power steering, the automatic transmission, the lubrication systems, the cooling system of an engine block, including the radiator and the water pump, and even the tires. The objective of this course are to understand the properties of fluid and appreciate the complexities involved in solving the fluid flow problems, and to understand the laws and principles of thermodynamics. There are three thermodynamics laws are there: first law of thermodynamics, second law, and zeroth law of thermodynamics. And To understand the principles of heat transfer, there are three modes of heat transfers available, namely conduction, convection and radiation. Third objective is to evaluate the performance of refrigeration system using the term coefficient of performance. This course consists of three modules. First module covers the fluid engineering. Second module covers thermodynamics. Third module for refrigeration and heat transfer. In the module 1, contents are definition of fluid properties, fluid pressure and measurements. The devices for measuring the pressure are piezometer, U-tube manometer and U-tube differential manometer. Types of fluid flow, continuity equation, practical application of Bernoulli's equation in venturimeter and pitot tube, laminar flow and turbulent flow. It is only qualitative treatment. Loss of energy due to friction. This is because of major loss in pipes. Then centrifugal pump, working principle and work done by the impeller on water. And last topic from the module 1 is Introduction to Computational Fluid Dynamics. The textbook we are going to follow for this course are Fluid Mechanics and Hydraulic Machines by R.K. Bansal. For the first module we are going to use this book. Second book, that is Engineering Thermodynamics by P.K. Nath. And third book, Thermal Engineering by Magesh M. Rathore. In addition to these three textbooks, we are going to follow or use two more reference books, namely Fluid Mechanics and Thermodynamics by Cengel. Thank you.